Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch as Floyd Mason.
I think it was pretty close tonight, so maybe let's run over to Kakariko and get that last Skulltula. Then we'll get the Fairy Fountain and go adult. And that was two of our four big checks. Nothing so far. It's middle of the day now. Yeah, let's just get it. Anyways, wait over here for night. Basically now we have Water Temple, Fire Temple. We can do some more in Spirit. And what else we got? We could go to Ice Cavern now. So. Yeah, that tutorial was great. I mean, Adam's Family is one I'm thinking of doing at some point. Because I really enjoyed watching your streams of it. I thought it was kind of an interesting game. And like, yeah, that's not something I would have figured out on my own. I think you should. I mean, there's not enough out there, and some of them are starting to get buried. You know? It is really helpful just to have like little quick videos on like how to do this trick or like what inputs you're pushing. You know, because sometimes it's what I've said, right? Like I like watching your videos because you usually explain what you're doing while you do it. Whereas sometimes you're trying to learn a game, you watch the top runs, and you know they're not talking in them. You know, it's kind of something I've worried about too, because some of my runs I do offline, just because I have more time to do it, and usually, you know, you don't bother to talk, and then I'm kind of like, I'm doing things for certain reasons, but you're not explaining why you're doing them, and so it's kind of nice to do the ones, I mean, especially I think on ones you're modding, it might be nice to start there, because it might get them more love if people know how to beat it. I don't know how many you're modding right now, though. Yeah, even like I remember when I started running Felix, I didn't even understand, because like I was so new to speedrunning, I didn't understand how the plane levels worked, and I remember watching your stream and you were like, oh, like, you know, it's like, because I was just bypassing the plane in level 2 because I was like, oh, it's quicker to just get out of here, and then I watched yours and like, oh, you get it because it saves you time in the next 2 levels, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I mean, Double Dare, what can you do about Double Dare? Like, Double Dare is, it's similar to Pinball Quest to me, where it's in my, maybe sometimes I'll just throw it on at the end of a stream. Like right now, Pinball Quest is the one if I want to go for another half an hour, but I don't want to start anything else. Just throw on Pinball Quest and do like a couple runs, and maybe one day I'll get lucky. Same with Double Dare. Maybe one day I'll just get lucky and beat it. But that's what it'll be, luck. Nothing else. I don't know. A lot of games, they have such like little tricks that like even when you're playing, like you don't kind of think about. Like when I was doing, I mean, if you get to it, you know, if it ever gets voted in for like Treasure Island Dizzy, which I just put a pretty decent PB in. Like there's just little things, and it's kind of the ordering of the items in your inventory is very important. But like I kind of talked about it in earlier videos, but the world record holder, he doesn't talk in his video. My PB now, I think I did it. No, I did that one online, so maybe I do talk in it. But my PB before that, I did offline, so I don't talk in it. So you don't really know what I'm doing and why. You know, so it's good to have like just a little video on there, you know, where you're not going for the record, you're just walking through, you know, maybe you pick out all the parts in it that are a little confusing, right? Like, oh, like this part, you do this particular thing and you might not notice that you're doing it right away, and just kind of cut that into the video and be like, oh, like here, like you do this because of this. Yeah, my December run-in is going to be light. I'm going to pick some games that are just fun. Going to not worry about getting crazy PBs. Enjoy myself. My January games are going to be tough. January is going to be rough. I have 3 picked out, and if I could get like PBs in 2 of them, I think I'd be happy. One I'm worried about that's very long, but it's complete memorization. So hopefully I can get it below an hour pretty quick. That doesn't take a lot of time. Where do I want to go? I guess water first. And then the other 2 are just going to be hard to actually beat them consistently, let alone fast for me. Hook. Oh, Hook I'm going to do eventually. I like Hook. So again, like when we used to go to my great aunt's house, and she had an NES, basically the games we had there were Metroid, Hook, Snoopy, Silly Sports, and then I think she had like Super Mario Brothers 3 and Turtles or something. Like 2 like more common games. So you know, like usually I'd go there when we're having a family gathering. So I didn't really play Metroid too much, because it was 1 player and too hard for a bunch of the kids. You know, we'd play Snoopy, but that'd get boring. Like we played Super Mario Brothers 3 a lot, so it's easy, like two players and like switch out every turn. But we played a lot of Hook. Hook was like that. Oh, she also had that one of the bad Spider-Man games. I don't think it was the Sinister Six. I think it was a different one, but it was not good. Not a great game. Yeah, we actually had a pretty big NES library as a kid, because we kind of had it after it was big. Like, I think we got our NES around the time Super Nintendo came out. So we had it, and then like my parents don't need it anymore. My parents just got us like a bunch of used games and stuff, and like, you know, we'd go to the video store and like rent games, fair, you know, enough. But then when we got our 64, we had to sell it and all of our games to pay for it. My parents kind of did like half of it as a Christmas gift, and then we sold the NES to cover the other half. Kind of a bummer, but we sold it to another one of my great aunts. So I eventually, like in high school, I bought a used one and traded them out, and then I bought back of the games that I wanted as a kid. Like I rebought like Mega Man 2 off her. I bought my copy of Dizzy back off her. So that wasn't so bad. I actually recently bought. We used to have like a holder thing, which is pretty cool. That like once I can actually display it, it's just like you put the games in and they read all the end labels. So once we do our next move and I get a little bigger gaming room, I can kind of have them and display them better. That'll be cool. It'll be like all my favorite games I don't have in box. Like I don't have Mega Man 2 in box. I have Felix out of box. Be nice. I have an okay display here, but I mean, this is my office is like a condo kid's bedroom. So there's good book space room, but like the bookcases are basically full of games, and I don't have any like display room, so I don't have a lot of like shelving or I never bought many like amiibos or anything, so I just have nowhere to put them and show them off. No, just gonna ignore it. Okay, thanks, fish. Oh man, I'm looking forward to my nap this afternoon. I'm feeling not great today. I mean, decent reason. It's how my girlfriend is kind of selling me on moving again. Because our initial plan was to kind of be here for 4 years, but our house is getting pretty full. Or like, because it's a condo. I don't know what that guy's problem is. It's just not. It's like frozen. But it's kind of like, yeah, we can't buy anymore. Like, the closet behind me is like full of board games. There's no more room there. My shelves are basically full of video games. So, like, I finally had to put a couple things down in storage, which I wasn't super pumped about. And I have like a bunch of, you can't really see it, but I have like most of the boxes of the systems I buy as well. And just like a couple of them are getting really beat up because I've moved so often with them. That like I don't want to put them in storage either because I'm worried they'll get completely wrecked. Like my PS2 box is getting real bad. I'm kind of bummed. The PS5 box we got is actually like broken. Like it was broken when we got it. It's not like glued together properly. So like I might actually have to get glue and glue it myself. But I used to use the PS2 box to like put games in when I moved, and so it's like almost broken in two. But it's still nice, right? Like it's my original box. I like having it. Can you grab it already? Come on. The longest fishing I've ever had to deal with. There we go. This big honker of a fish. Yeah, I want to keep that. Cool. Okay, well. Adult lake, pretty pointless. But let's go see what is going on. In water. Again, all I need is the boss key to beat it, so then I can check all the other chests. I'll have to choose. I'll do the boss key route first, but both it and the upper route take 2 keys. I hate you, enemy. I was playing a PS2 game last night that I'm working on. Because again, I'm just still working through my collection. It's not bad. It's a Batman like beat 'em up. It's not like great. I'm not the biggest beat 'em up fans. I'm not great at learning like combos and moves and all that. But it's fun enough. But I'm on the second boss, and it's so cheap. Because you have to throw your Batarang, but to throw your Batarang, you stop. And usually when I'm stopped, he just hits me. And it's kind of like, the way they designed the bosses is just like, oh, well, okay, he does this move, and then this happens. But then it just keeps going on and on. And, like, you can't damage him much. So you have to do something to damage him. But then you can damage him for, like, 1/5 of his health bar. And then he spawns guys, which are a pain in the ass to fight. And then he does, like, an annoying move while you're trying to hit him. And it's just like, can I just fight him? Come on, game. I think I tried maybe, like, 5 or 6 times last night. I just kept getting my ass handed to me. If I could learn to dodge the things while I'm throwing a Batarang, like, maybe, but you're kind of in a circle. Well, you are in a circle, and you kind of have to go up near him to edges, and if you get too close, you can't dodge his attack. But you have to get close, or else the Batarang takes too long, and then you're delayed, and he hits you anyways. It's really annoying. Real annoying. That nonsense. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, so that's where we're safe. So we can quickly check there's 2 items in here. So if they're not good, then we can go do other checks. Get 100% clear this. It's good, then great. Then we'll just leave those other checks till we maybe get 2 more keys. Also, having hover boots there is amazing. Doing this way legit, I hate the other room. It's the one with you gotta blow up and push the rock. Yeah, I mean, I'm in that as well. I'm not good at shoot 'em ups. I don't really care for them. Beat 'em ups I don't mind. I mean, you're pretty good at platforms, I would say. And maybe like adventure games. Okay, I mean, I don't need that, so we'll live without it. Be a bit of a pain to fight Ganon without it, but because like I wonder what you qualify a game like Adam's Family as. Like, I kind of consider that like an adventure type game. See, I'm also not good at racing games either. RPGs I'm like okay at, but I don't play them always like you're supposed to. And like by that I mean like Like, I just beat one and it had all of these, like, extra, like, things you can do, and, like, all these powers. Like, every person in your team had all these, like, unique powers and stuff. Wait, is this dragon chest? I'll just get it on the way out if it is. Can't remember what's down here. But I just use my regular powers. Plus top 100 PBs. I mean, I don't think you can have that many PBs and be bad at gaming. You know, unless like every one of your PBs you were like, you know, way at the edge of like not having a good score. Then like maybe. But yeah, wow, up to 200. That's pretty impressive. My quest for 100 continues, but it's a long-term goal. Like, if I could get, you know, 3 a month, I'd be pretty happy. I mean, with Dizzy, I got 2. So... Did not get as many as I hoped. I was hoping for 4. Because in my head, I was going to do one of the older, like, Commodore ones, or whatever they're on, and just beat it. Like, just watch somebody's playthrough of it, mimic it, not have a good time, but just it be beat, and doing that one day, but just never got to it. Wonderland Dizzy was proven to be too much fun, and having somebody else interested in it and like chatting about and like also working on it made me want to play it a lot more. But now I'm burnt out. Work's too busy. Loop. And you're not giving me much. This is, again, the curse of this game, is like, even if you have a really good start, unless you guess correctly which temple you need to go beat, at the end, you just waste a lot of time wandering around. Like, it's almost better to get, like, less stuff, because then you know where you're supposed to go. So I did first, right? Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that's the boss key room. Yeah, okay, I did everything here. Shortcut. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's the exact same game, just things are moved around. You can actually put in, like, in the randomizer, there's, like, actual glitch options. So, say if you know how to do a certain jump, like, you know how to do the Mido skip, you can put that glitch in, and then the game will still consider that in logic. Which is kind of cool. So, you know, because, like, yeah, you could just do it anyways, but then sometimes the logic gets super confusing. Because it's like, well, I shouldn't have been able to do this, but I skipped to the Forest Temple and jumped over Mido without a song. But the game's like, I got you. That I don't know. I don't know what that glitch is. That's. Are you talking about the frog in like the claim check run? Because I always just start. You can pick which item in the claim check run you want to start with, and I always just start with claim check. So you just have to get the claim check. Because I take out parts that I think are boring. So that's one. Also, like, child stealth, like, no thanks. I'll survive without that game. Pretty boring room here. Go. Yeah, in theory, any glitch would work. I don't know if you saw it. I was watching Carl Jobst's new video the other day, where like they were talking about speedrunning and how some people were saying like things aren't speedrunning and like pissed off like the speedrunning community and stuff. But like I do agree with them in a sense that like there's a difference between speedrunning and the technical stuff that people do to beat like Ocarina of Time, by doing like the glitches and playing with like the coding and stuff. And like, while it's impressive and I find it interesting, like I agree that in a sense it's not speedrunning in the same vein to me. Like I watched not too long ago them using Ocarina of Time to beat Paper Mario, and I'm like, that's insane and impressive, but it's not really a speedrun. Like, you're kind of glitching at the game. Oh, is that what you were? I did hear part of your rant yesterday about how people were disrespecting speedruns. It's the same. It's always the thing I've had to explain to people, right? Because I'm a big sports fan too, and it's like, why is it more impressive that someone like honed their body and mind to play hockey, but not impressive that someone honed their like hands and mind to be like the best, you know, runner? Yeah, I agree. I think I saw somewhere recently like where people learned how to do a glitch by like if you hit the NES at a certain point, like it glitches the game through something, and it's kind of like that to me is just, that's too much, you know. And like, again, I like when people are technically like breaking down games and they can, like the Paper Mario thing using Ocarina of Time is insane, and like it's really cool from a technical standpoint, but I mean, I don't really consider it speedrunning. You know, it's like, yeah, sure, like you're going fast, you do it the fastest, but it's just like a specialized thing that you're doing that like people aren't going to mimic because it's just such a difficult thing to understand. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's interesting. It's cool. It's a cool thing to know. But I'm much more impressed with people who go fast. Like, I don't know. I think I'd rather watch. There it is again, right? I think I'd actually watch somebody like beat all of these temples super fast and, you know, have a longer speed run than just watch them jump around in the forest and then push to the end. Agreed. Yeah, I need to start watching tasks more. I feel like that's holding me back in some. Is just like trying to do too much routing. Oh, there's Greg. Little Greg. Trying to route too much of my own and not like looking at like a task or other stuff. Like I feel like in Wacky Races that kind of screwed me because I learned my route, and like again, I think my route on the game like is, if you were to use like just bombs and like never use bark, near top you can do. Like I'm pretty sure like I don't make that many mistakes and I don't feel. You know, you could maybe shave like a minute off, but nothing crazy. But without using the bark and having the lag, like I'm just nowhere near the top runners. Like there's such a cutoff And I haven't watched every video, so maybe there is somebody who's ahead of me on the board that also just uses bomb and just is better at it than me, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of time saved there. So I really got to relearn the game, really. Man, water is not going well. We have picked poorly today. I don't think the only thing we found so far today is fire arrows and Zeldas. Ugh, hate that guy. Well, Zelda's is great and all. If it doesn't lead to anything, then it's just leading me on goose chases. Because my big problem next is, do I go fire or do I go ice? And like, my gut is telling me fire because I feel like Zelda's Lullaby was just fake. I don't think I need it. But at the same time, I don't really want to go fire. Like, I'd rather just do ice, be wrong, and have it be quick. So, tough call. But I mean, water's basically done. And we haven't got anything, so I don't... But again, it maybe wanted me to come in here, but without Zelda's, and just do this upper part. So maybe Zelda's tricked me into doing that, but I could still get something here. Very possible. Very possible. That's the entrance. And that's just the way, yeah. I also, again, accidentally turned maps off, so I really hope I'm not forgetting something somewhere. Yeah, one of the games I'm planning on doing next month, I'm not going to take too seriously, but they actually have a, like, program to help you guess where things are. Oh, Bee Forest. Great. Water key I don't need. So, I don't think I'm going to take that one too seriously, because it's just like, I don't know, I'd have to get this program, I'd have to learn it. I just kind of want to play the game for fun. Also, this room with hover boots, like, basically not having hover boots in water sucks. It's so much faster to do. Like, I think that's why I don't mind Water Temple anymore, is because having hover boots gets rid of all the stupid roots. Come on. Also having Big Goron Sword to fight Dark Link makes it so much faster. He's not able to block as much, you don't have to hit him as often. Just a way easier fight in general. But come on, buddy. Show up there. The thing is, too, that I probably still have to work a little bit today. Going Girl on our team is putting in some numbers into a spreadsheet. I have to verify it because we need it tomorrow morning. So, probably check it during like the hockey game tonight. Shouldn't take too long, and like, you know, she's not a bad worker. So it shouldn't be too much trouble, but it's one of those things that's easy to make a mistake if you rush it. So it's good just to have a second set of eyes to double check it. Bam! Get that bloop. Alright, so what do we got? 3 more checks? Not looking great, Water. Because then again, we can go like a little bit farther in forest, but not all the way. It's not really worth going back to. Fire, we can do a decent bit. We haven't been upstairs at all in fire. It's just quite a few checks. Do all of ice. Okay, I mean, you know, that's it's not the worst, especially because I'm about to go to fire. So that was one item we need to beat fire. So if we get the boss key, fire is beatable. So we need one item for forest, one item for water, one item for fire. So honestly, not bad. Now, if this gave me the boss key, that would be killer. Boss key. Let's see if I can do the quick route. I think I've only gotten this like once, so you only get one chance at it. Go. Nope, not even close. Not even close. If you jump in the right spot, you drop far enough, and you'll just sink in. But that was not the spot. I didn't even go under the water, I don't think. Can't remember if you're supposed to wear your boots, though. Maybe you are. Alright, last chest here. And nothing. Okay. Yeah, I mean... I think I'm gonna go do ice.
Thanks for watching. Please click to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and come by Twitch under Floyd Mason to join my live streams.